Hi lovelies, Lauren here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be taking you through a quick little wrist warm-up sequence. This is something I like to do before any time I'm teaching or any class I'm participating in, and it's something I really encourage all of my students to do also. Sometimes as yoga teachers, especially if we're planning an arm balance focus class or an inversion focus class, we will spend a lot of time warming up the wrists, but it's also good for you to take that kind of ownership over your practice and your bodies to warm them up for yourselves, because we can't always guarantee that that wrist warm-up will be included in the class. So for this sequence, you can kind of take it in its entirety. You can perhaps learn it and then repeat it whenever you need it, or you can just take little bits from it. So you don't need to kind of do the whole thing. It's just going to have lots of different exercises you can do. So you can spend a little bit of time on your mats whilst you're perhaps waiting for your teacher to set up, waiting for your teacher to arrive perhaps, anything like that. You can be kind of getting yourself ready. So let's get started. We're going to start in our tabletop. So as you arrive here, you're kind of getting the hands used to having a little bit of weight placed down into them. So spreading the fingertips fairly wide, and all you're going to do is kind of act like a cat pawing at the mat. So you're going to lift one hand, ripple it up, and then place the heel of the hand down. Then kind of the base knuckles down, and then your fingertips. So you're really pressing it down into the mat, and you can kind of grip the mat with your fingertips as well here. And just shifting the weight side to side as you go. And you can spend as long as you wish doing this. And then perhaps we start to send the fingertips in different directions, so we can spin the fingertips out to the side. Lovely. Maybe we spin the fingertips to point back towards you. It's a little bit difficult to kind of get that ripple through the palm as the fingertips come back towards the body. But as best as you can, just channeling that image of a cat pawing at your mat. Lovely. Beautiful. And again, maybe let's take perhaps another breath in. And another breath out. Lovely, well done. Okay, let's bring the palms of the hands flat down to the earth, fingertips pointing forwards, and just start to circle the shoulders round the wrists. Now these circles can start fairly small first of all. So as the shoulders come over towards the fingertips, again, there's that little grip of the fingertips down into the mat. Sending it round and round, and then when you're ready, you can gradually start to make those circles a little bit bigger. Lovely. So really trying to engage the entirety of your palm. The fingertips, the thumbs, the base knuckles. So we're taking less pressure, or taking some pressure out from the heel of the hand. That's kind of where we tend to press down most. So by sending it to the fingertips, we're taking a little bit of pressure away from the wrist itself and using the whole of the palm, the whole of the hand to bear weight. Don't forget to change the directions of those circles as you go. Okay. And again, let's take one more breath in. One more breath out. Okay, let's spin the fingertips out to the side, rock the weight side to side. And it's up to you how much weight you place down into the hand here, so how much you lean to one side, perhaps. And then again, we're still gripping those fingertips down into the mat. Okay. And then from here, let's start to spin the fingertips again back towards you. You might want to bring the hands slightly close to you, perhaps, so you can send the hips back towards the heels. It's kind of a less of a stretch here than when you've got the hands further out in front and then you're sending the weight back. But wherever you come to, whether you're still in kind of a tabletop, just start to rock the weight forwards and back. Lovely. So you're really stretching out through the inside of the wrist, the forearm as well here, and don't worry if the fingertips can't point directly back behind you here. Lovely, well done. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, come to sit back on your heels. Peel the heels of the hands away from the mat, keeping the fingertips pressed down. Actively send the thumbs out to the side. This is a beautiful stretch for the palm here. And again, you're going to feel that kind of down the fingertips as well. Keep the elbows straight if we can. Take another breath. Take an exhale. Beautiful. Gently bring the heels of the hands back down and lightly spin the fingertips back forwards. Okay, let's just flip onto the back of the right palm, so the back of the right hand, sorry, and again, let's shift the weight forwards and back just a couple of times. And again, it's up to you how much weight you place down into the back of that right hand. Lovely. And then let's bring the shoulder over that right wrist, and all you're going to try and do is try and make a fist. So make a fist with that right hand, still pressing the back of the hand into the mat. It might feel a little bit strange. You might feel like you kind of can't close the fist entirely here, just as best as you can. And then as you inhale, open the palm, spread the fingertips out nice and wide. We're going to do that twice more. As we exhale, we close the fist as best as we can. Inhale, we open. Lovely, one more, exhale. Inhale, open. Beautiful, and then from here, gently flip onto the right palm. Give it a moment just to kind of readjust there. And then repeat that on the left. So back of the left palm, and again, let's start by shifting the weight forwards and back. You might notice one side feels a little bit different compared to the other, especially if you've got perhaps a previous injury there. There might be one wrist that's slightly more mobile, or perhaps is slightly tighter maybe. Lovely. And then again, let's bring the left shoulder over the wrist, and you're going to try and make a fist with that left palm. You might find that one hand struggles a bit more than the other. I feel like I can't go anywhere with the left hand. Lovely. Inhale, we open the fingertips nice and wide. Exhale, we close. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, open the palm, and then gently come back onto the palm of the hand, and again, just lightly let the hands adjust. Maybe again, it's a little shoulder circle one way, then the other. Okay. And then from here, let's come to sit back on our heels, coming to kneeling, or you might prefer to come to cross-legged, whichever feels best for you. You're going to stretch the arms out in front. Let's send the palms out away from us and try and really peel the fingertips back towards you. It's almost like you could kind of bend the hand back so your fingertips would touch the top of your arm. They're probably not going to, but yeah, that's the idea. We're really pulling the fingertips back towards us. Okay, we're just going to hold here. So let's hold for about 2 breaths. Should feel quite active down the arms. So this is where we're going to start to warm up the forearms and build a little strength there. So we probably know when we're kind of focusing on one part of the body, often we utilize other parts of the body to help build strength in this area. And if we're struggling with one part of the body, if there's a kind of a pain or discomfort there, that often might mean that there's a weakness elsewhere. So there might be a weakness, as I say, in the forearm and the upper arm. So we're going to start to build a little bit of strength into the forearms. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Okay, and then we're going to clench the fists, and you're going to open the fingertips out nice and wide, almost like you're flicking water at someone in front of you, and you're going to do that as fast as you can. Shoulders soften down and away from the ears, arms super long, and again, we just keep this going. Beautiful. So this is going to vary from person to person. You might start to feel it straight away in the forearms. It might take a little while to build maybe. Beautiful. Let's keep it going, but inhale, send the arms up to the sky, and then spin the palms of the hands to face towards one another. Lovely. So you're like flicking water towards the other hand. And again, you're still going as fast as you can go. Shoulders away from the ears. Try not to flare out too much in the ribcage, so keep the ribcage knitted together. Lovely. Okay, we might be feeling this now, so we're going to count it down. We're going to count it down 10, 9, keep going, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you've got this, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Gently let the wrist come down, shake it off a little bit. Ooh, okay, that's one of my favorite exercises to do. Okay, then from here, let's just bring the palms of the hands together, interlace fingertips, and let's just create a little ripple. So I'll turn to face you. So you're just rippling the hands up and down. You might notice you go one way, and let's see if we can go the other way. Lovely. Okay, let's take another breath in, and another breath out. And then let's come back to the center, still keeping the hands interlaced, but you're going to draw a little figure of 8. Okay. Let's take one more breath in. See if we can go the other way as you exhale. Feels a bit strange. Lovely. Okay. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Beautiful. Gently let that shake off a little bit. Okay. And then one final thing we're going to do, we're going to incorporate the knees to give a little bit of a massage to the forearm. So let's start with the right forearm and down to the earth. You're going to kind of bring it close towards your shins, close towards your knee. You're going to pick up one knee and gently bring it to the forearm. And as you bring it to the forearm, just start to move the knee around a little bit. So hopefully you can see what's happening here. And you can choose how much pressure you put down into that right forearm with the right knee. Lovely. Gently lifting the knee, placing it back down on different places. Lovely. And again, you can do this for as long as you need. Perhaps one more breath. One more exhale. Gently ease off, place that right knee down, and you might just want to shake it off a little bit. I find that quite intense, so I don't tend to do it for that long. You might like to, but yeah, just remember to give it a little bit of shaking. You can kind of see the blood has rushed to that area, and that's good. We're going to bring that warmth there also. Okay, let's repeat that on the other side. So left forearm comes down, and again, you're just bringing left knee to the forearm and just wiggling around a little bit here. Perhaps going in a slight circular motion. Beautiful. You might feel a kind of little pins and needles sensation down through the left fingertips. That's okay. Lovely. Okay. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then we gently take that left knee down. And again, just kind of mobilize through the forearm, the wrist a little bit, shake it off. Beautiful. And again, might notice a little bit of redness there. Okay, and then from here you are ready to continue on with your practice. So I hope that has been helpful. I hope it's given you a couple of ideas to mobilize through the wrists, perhaps build a bit of strength in the forearms as well. And bear in mind, there are so many different exercises we can do, so I could have included so much more in this quick little session, but maybe I'll do a part 2 later on. So yeah, let me know how you got on, and I will see you next Sunday with another free class from me. See you then. Mwah.